So the real reviews are coming out for Superman, and this doesn't sound like a mess. This sounds like a disaster. What's going on, everybody? Hit that subscribe and let's get into it. So look, what do I mean by the real reviews? I mean the real people that are actually talking about this movie. Besides the shills that we're hearing, all of these fake reviews that they're saying it's the best thing since this and that. Look, the fact is that this movie is DOA. I've already seen spoilers of the leaks that are out there, and they've already been taken down. Now, what does this tell you? That WB is trying to hide everything from the audience because they're going to try to capitalize and try to make money. But joke's on them. You know why? Because everywhere you're checking, go right now in your area. I'm in a big city. I'm in Florida. And in Florida, we don't give a damn, honestly. You know, I went to the local theaters on Fandango to see, hell, let me just see what tickets are available. And guess what? IMAX, 3D, 2D, standard, everything is available. These tickets are not selling. Everything that WB has been doing with this fake marketing, it's all been fabricated. And I call that from a long time ago. And that's exactly what's happening. We all saw this, that it's happening. And now people are coming out. All the shills that they were praising James Gunn and, oh, it's the best thing and this and that, right? Now they're all doing their reviews and they all sound a little frustrated and they sound a little sad. They sound like they have to swallow it because they know that this movie is going to be a disaster. And seeing how everybody's seeing it and finally exposing it, I even seen people on Twitter. I put up a poll, you know, just my own little like thoughts and stuff like that. And it's nice to see that the shills are coming after me. You know why? Because I love it. It doesn't bother me. It cracks me up. And you can just go see it. The comments are just there going and going. And oh, what a joke. What a time it is to be a fan and see how this cluster mess of DC has become. This is what the studio wanted. You wanted this, WB? You got it. You wanted the whole MCU formula finally on Superman and your whole IP? You're getting it. And look at what you're getting. It's a mess beyond repairable. There's no solution for this. You have to accept it. This weekend, it's not opening to the numbers that they're going to expect. This is why they're lowering their standards every time more and more. And with that being said, you know who's going to be making money? And you know what is selling out for the second weekend? That's right, Jurassic World Rebirth. Try to go and buy tickets right now for the weekend. You're going to see that everything is sold out. I was looking around and the theaters are sold out. I'm like, wow, this is the second weekend. People are ready to go out there and rewatch this movie. I'm telling you. And I told y'all that Superman is going to be DOA. And it's certified now. It's officially a mess. And we're not even out with the official release. At the time of this recording, today is Wednesday. We still have 2 days to go. And those theaters are not selling out. Sure, maybe in your area, because probably the population is 10. And, you know, you have the theaters that are probably 5. It's selling out. But I'm in a big city in Florida. And honestly, there's no excuse for it to not be sold out. But that's right, because real fans, real customers, real consumers have had enough. And they don't want this mess. And they don't want to go and spend their money on it. And I tell you, save your money from the leaks and everything that I've seen. Save your money. Because this is completely a circus. Seeing that drunk Supergirl coming out and, you know, like with Crypto, I was like, wow, this looks exactly like what we saw in the end of The Flush with Jason Momoa, that he was a drunk Aquaman. That's exactly the same thing. This is all under James Gunn's leadership. It's all a joke. Completely a mess. And seeing, right, how we have Ultraman, he wants to be a copy of Henry Cavill with the long hair, and it's just David Cornsweet, you know, as a clone. Wow. Who would have thought that that's what was going to happen? Remember when people were saying, oh, that's going to be Henry Cavill and this and that because of the hair? Nah. But, you know, this is this is what WB has created. You created this disaster. You know, honestly, Seeing Jurassic World, the D-Rex, you know, the Distortus Rex, this right here is the monster itself. WB, you created this monster. You created this disaster. This hybrid is literally the work of your own hands. And for that, we thank you, James Gunn. Because in the end, you brought this upon this company. And in the end, guess what's going to happen? James Gunn is going to have to get fired. And guess what's going to come back? That's right, the return of the Snyderverse. Because with this, it's proven that we will stop at nothing. And everywhere you see, fans are uniting. People are sick and tired of all this nonsense. People want good entertainment, and we will get it. Things are going to change rapidly after the flop of Superman. What are your thoughts? Hit that subscribe, and until next time.